Minute.
Hello, Sarat. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Same here.
Yeah.
So, I would like to know how did you come to know about Sadhguru?
Well, the first who made me into contact with Sadhguru was my neighbor Sarat.
Okay.
He brought a lot of books, and I was very impressed.
All books were from Sadhguru, or they
No, not all books. There was books as well from Tolle,
were?
but they were not really convincing. The only convincing book was the book on inner engineering
Okay.
from Sadhguru, which I then as well, I gave it back to Sarat and found it in our public library.
Great.
And I went through the book, and I was again so impressed that I bought the book myself in the bookstore.
Okay. And this is in German.
This is now the German version.
Okay. It's also about the inner engineering, right?
It is a correct translation from the inner engineering to German.
Okay.
And well, everything what Sadhguru says is full of inner strength. It's full of wisdom. One can really understand what he wants to tell us. Although it's a little bit difficult for me as European to sit down and do yoga, but I'm
Okay.
trying.
So, so you were into this spiritual kind of search even before, or it just happened that this is the first of the books of this kind that you're reading?
Well, I think on spiritual ways already a long time, but and when you think of spiritual ways, you certainly meet other people who publish books, who give their message to their community. And so one day, as I said, I met Sadhguru, and he well puts things so, let's put it, so explanatory, easy, that you can read it
Okay.
and you can understand it. Also the others as well, one could understand, but not so clear.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the basic things which have caught your imagination or made you realize that he is speaking something very close to truth, as you spoke about?
Yeah, the thing is, first time I understood that body and mind are one thing, and they are, as a matter of fact, our prisons. And what is liberating you from prison is that you try to find your being, to find the being, the worldwide being, which makes sense, because we all are connected. All
Yeah.
people are connected in the being.
Is it all people or all living beings?
No, it is all living.
Okay.
All living. It is not. We must not restrict our thinking to people. We must see nature as a complete view of things, and people are part of nature.
Okay. So there is also one more book which is being released by Sadhguru with the title Death. So he speaks about, like, everyone who's going to die should read this book, because he will be more prepared and ready about to welcome the journey or the death. So would you like to read this book as well?
Well, the moment you get in closer contact with Sadhguru, certainly you are interested in reading more of his communications, and certainly one day I will as well take the book on death. Although he makes already good gives good impressions in his book on our way from being born to dying. That this is a normal way of life. So I do not have any fear of dying because I know it is normal.
Okay. Do you really think that the message, or as a messenger, Sadhguru has the power to reach the whole world? His whole concept, as Sadhguru says, is to give a drop of spirituality to every person who is present on this world. Do you think the way he speaks, he will be reaching all the people in the world?
Well, this is a difficult question because a lot of people, they are limited to body and mind, and they are limited to earn their living, to live, but they are not so much interested in spirituality. And this we can see every day, because otherwise, if they would be open for spirituality, everybody already would be a fan of Sadhguru. But they are not. Even when I talk to friends of mine, they don't think, I don't want to say they reject the idea of Sadhguru, but they are hesitant. They do not accept it immediately and willingly, and they turn to other things than to spirituality.
So could you get a chance to speak about Sadhguru to your children?
Well, my children, I told them, but and I think they are receptive, but they are still, they are
in the world.
In the world, they are young. They are not always at home. They are concentrated on other problems than spirituality. Perhaps one day they will come to the point. But in the moment, I think they are not really prepared for this step yet.
Okay, and how about Marianne?
My wife, she has interest in things, but she is not yet going profoundly into the matter. So I hope one day as well she will get the contact.
Okay. Thank you, Jaochim, for the lovely interview, and thank you very much for giving me this appointment.
No, you were very welcome.
Thank you. And thanks for your kind words and lovely introspection into the book and about Sadhguru. Thank you very much.
No.